Hi guys, welcome to Full Time Devils. This is Terrace Talk, the place for all the talk around fan issues at Old Trafford. Today we're talking about the Save Our Scoreboard and the new disabled section at Old Trafford. It's caused a lot of talk amongst Manchester United fans and the match-going Manchester United fans. I'm here today joined by John and of course Alex, Juan Mata's best mate. You've obviously you've experienced both sides as someone that sits in the area, and obviously your son uses the disabled facilities home and away with Manchester United. What have you made of this whole Save Our Scoreboard and the new disabled section at Old Trafford?
Yeah, I think we fully support Save Our Scoreboard. You know, you're kind of ripping the heart out of one of the most vocal sections in the ground. You know what I mean? So I think it all comes down to lack of consultation from both sides, you know what I mean? And that's ultimately why we're disappointed. The club have really introduced something that they feel fit, and personally a lot of us don't think the facilities are going to be suitable. It's going to be interesting, time will tell. We're quite excited when Manchester United announced the changes on the 24th of Jan. Thought, oh great, you know, they're finally recognising that they're going to need additional spaces for disabled supporters. But when you kind of delve into the detail, it's really, really disappointing. The complete lack of no facilities at all in the Stretford end. It's where I currently sit with my brother, my sister and my two nephews. And Alex unfortunately hasn't got the chance to sit with his cousins. And that was a really big point for us. We tried to approach the club, ask for their comments. They're not willing to meet with us. Mudsa, the organisation, the Manchester United Disabled Supporters, set up to represent its members, haven't done. We feel totally let down by them. We've actually created our own breakaway group now called Independent Manchester United Disabled Supporters, and we're trying to really get a voice for those fans who feel misrepresented and unable to voice their opinions really. So hopefully we'd like the club to really take notes and listen to us and just meet and discuss what these changes are.
Is there still chance for consultation, or does it seem like the club have kind of, it's the decision's made and that's that?
Yeah, I think it is a done deal. From what they said, the chats that we've had with Mudsa and the few interactions that we've had with the club, it does look very much like it's a done deal, which is very, very frustrating because to me and many others, it's an ideal opportunity to really put in the best facilities in the world here at United, build on what they've already got, the ability suite, the changing rooms, another great platform, viewing platforms, to put in what I think is shoddy, kind of, inappropriate, not facilities that they haven't consulted the supporters on and that they think it is fit for what we want. And it's just so disappointing. There's an ideal opportunity here, and if we're not careful, it does sound like we've already missed it.
What would be the goal of your independent Manchester United Disabled Supporters Association and other people that maybe go to games? Because there's some people that are in the scoreboard that haven't been consulted, have to move. We saw similar things to this when the singing section came along, and some people who had tickets for 30, 40, 50 years were moved along. So does it kind of show how the club are so far out of touch with their match-going fans that go in, week out?
I think so. I think you hit the nail on the head. I've been going since 1985. Alex went to his first game in 2010. We go home and away. You know what I mean? It's our passion. We love the football and we love the club. And I understand why a lot of people don't want to speak out in terms of the club and against them. And I feel a lot of supporters feel that they just want to be grateful that they've been considered and have the chance now for season tickets and the like able-bodied fans. But it is so disappointing, really. And I think really, it was.
Do you think it's a financial decision because the tickets in that area are maybe cheaper, so they can get rid of those tickets and they don't have to remove more higher-priced tickets? Or am I being sceptical?
No, quite possibly. I think the club talk about transparency, but it's one thing that we've not really had, and we'd like to really understand. Apparently, there was 28 different proposals. I've not seen any of them, and I believe Mudsa have only been presented with the most the only viable option, I believe. So it would be nice to see these 28 proposals, put them on the table, be open and honest, and show the supporters why you've made the decision, and then it can maybe put to bed those concerns that you have put the most cheap and cheerful option.
Now, you can find Save Our Scoreboard on Twitter and other social media. Where can you find the independent Manchester United Disabled Sport?
It is a closed group at the minute. It is gathering a lot of members now. We are going to look at maybe opening it out. Initially, it was created for those people who were a bit worried about speaking out. But we'll have a chat with the members and see. But I think we will be looking at doing maybe some kind of peaceful but quiet protest, really, in terms of trying to get our points across.
And what would your message be to Mudsa and the club?
Just listen to the fans, the actual match day going fans, the fans that pay and watch them week in and week out. Just come and listen to us. We might come up with some ideas that you've not thought of and might be better for everybody all round.
And even if the club do talk to you, it's kind of showing that the willingness to listen as well. I mean, it's kind of overlooking the people that matter, which is unfortunate. Thank you for speaking to us today, John. Thanks as well, Alex, coming along. Cheers. You can check out Save Our Scoreboard all over social media, and of course the link to John's blog is in the description below. We'll keep in touch with the independent Manchester United Disabled Supporters Group, and hopefully if Mudsa or anyone from the club are watching this, get in touch with the fans that matter. Not me holding the mic. Get in touch with the likes of John and the independent group of disabled supporters, and of course Mudsa as well, and speak to them, because they have a lot that they can give to the club and help change things that are happening at the moment. Hopefully it's not a conversation that has already ended. But also, guys, something that's coming up next is related to the FA's For All campaign, #For a campaign to get more people involved in football and to showcase the disabled football team. So go and check that out.
To achieve my dream of playing for England, I had to be honest about myself to my friends. Before that, football was my disguise. Even my fiancée never knew that I was born with cerebral palsy. People now look at me very differently.
Smashed in at the back post by Blackwell.
But for all the right reasons.